If you're looking for cheap, safe, and reliable MT, make sure you go check out my new sponsor, safembamt.com. Use code JC2K for 5% off and go build that God Squad you always wanted. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best small forwards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Just like with every other ranking list I've ever done on this channel, this video is entirely my opinion. That's the first thing to know. And second of all, this video is made only for current gen. Third of all, I'm including every player who is eligible to play small forward in the game. They don't have to be a primary small forward. That's how I prefer to do tier lists, or not tier lists, top 10 rankings, just because in my personal opinion, if they can play the small forward position, they should be counted as a small forward because they're eligible to play that position. So that's just my thought process. Some people do tier lists different, do these ranking lists differently, and that's totally fine. That's just the way that I personally like to do them. So yeah, one other thing before we hop into it, if y'all haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 2,500 subscriber mark on the channel. Been grinding pretty consistently and getting closer and closer to that mark, trying to hit that stretch goal by the end of 2K21. We'll see what happens. We're going to keep on grinding through the rest of 2K21 into 2K22, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's hop into it and see what the top 10 small forwards are in the game right now. And again, just like with the other ranking lists I've done at this point in the year, there are so many incredible small forwards. There are going to be guys who I leave off this list who y'all love, and that's totally fine. But there are some guys who I left on this list who I still think are top tier elite small forwards in the game. Guys like Grant Hill, guys like Julius Erving, guys like regular Dark Matter Paul George, regular Dark Matter Kawhi, which is crazy to a lot of people because that card is incredible. And I think that Dark Matter Kawhi specifically is borderline top 10. Some people would probably have him a lot higher, but there are 10 guys that I personally like just a tiny bit better than that regular Dark Matter Kawhi. But this list, again, totally my opinion. Let me know what you think about it down below. But at number 10, we have Mr. Hedo Turkoglu. He's a point guard small forward. A lot of people play him at the point guard position, but I think he's elite at the small forward position as well. Hedo is really, really good at basically everything. Every card on this list is great at everything. But Hedo's 6'10 with 6'11 wingspan, hotspots everywhere, 56 soft, so he's got good height. Wingspan, not so much, and I think that hurts him a little bit on the defensive end, the short wingspan. But badge-wise, he's not really missing anything important in my opinion. I don't think there's a single badge that you look at and you're like, really, I want that badge on this card, and that's really good for Hedo. Defensive stats are solid. Athleticism is solid as well. Shooting is elite. Speed, through the ball acceleration is pretty nice. Good, solid dunker as well. Good rebounder. Just a really good all-around card. I feel like defensively he's not as elite as a lot of the other guys on this list, but he's still a solid defender. And offensively he's incredible. He's got Rudy Gay release with 98, jump shot 98 with the Rudy Gay upper. Really good. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. Just a really good card all the way around, capable of doing everything on the court at a very high level, which is the case with all these cards. I just think defensively he's just not quite as good as a lot of the other guys. Offensively he's one of the best small forwards in the game, but defensively I think it holds him back just a little bit and prevents him from being higher on this list. At number 9, we have Invincible Giannis, who was one of the more disappointing cards, I will say, this year. I feel like the 2 Dark Matter Giannis that we've gotten have been very disappointing because of their inability to green consistently on Hall of Fame. But that being said, Giannis is still 6'11 with 7'4 wingspan. He's got incredible defense, maybe the best defensive small forward in the game. Probably not, but definitely top 3. Hotspots everywhere, 65 Hoffs. Looking at badges he's missing, a badge like Slippery Off Ball and Hoff would be nice, but there's really nothing crucial at all. 99's basically across the board. Giannis base on very quick. It's smooth, it's quick, it's easy to get off, but it's hard to green. It's very, very hard to green off the catch. It's basically impossible to green off of the peak. So this holds him back a lot in a competitive setting where you have to be able to green consistently on a Hall of Fame difficulty to make consistent 3-pointers, and that holds him back a lot. Defensively, he's incredible. Slashing wise, he's incredible. Definitely a top 3 small forward in both of those areas, but his inability to shoot prevents me from being able to put him any higher than 9 in my personal opinion. Coming in at number 8, we have Paul George Light in Cam Reddish. This spotlight Cam Reddish statistically is not a top 10 small forward in the game in all likelihood, but just overall, I think he's plays incredibly. Definitely deserving of a spot on this list, in my opinion. 6'8" with 7' wingspan. He's got a big player build, tall hair, long arms, hotspots everywhere, 51 Hoffs. Badge he's missing, a badge like post locked on rim protector, you have to put those at least on gold. If you can find them with those on Hoff, that definitely helps. And those are big, important badges. But I think in terms of shooting and slashing, he's so good that it makes up for it. His perimeter defense is incredible as well. On the interior, he will struggle more than any other card in this list. That is the first thing to note. But on the perimeter, he's one of the best defenders on this list. His jump shot is incredible. His slashing is amazing. He moves at a very, very high level. Just Paul George base, as y'all know, is super great. I love Paul George base. It's one of my favorite releases to shoot with in the game. Very consistently green, super easy to green as well. Pro 2 size up, can curry slide, Pro 5 behind the back, which is the second best behind the back in the game as well, in my opinion. Just a really, really good complete all-around card. In terms of a 3 hunter, a slasher, an offensive small forward, you may not get better than Cam Reddish. I really love this card a ton. Coming in at number 7, we have the first of multiple LeBron LeBron James that will be on this list. And I know people may say, why are you putting multiple LeBrons on this list? I think that they all are slightly different. I think they deserve different spots on this list. But this LeBron is an incredible card, as are all the LeBrons. But this one specifically is 6'9", 7 foot wingspan, 250 pounds, hotspots everywhere, 54 hoffs. Badge he's missing, a badge like Hall of Fame rim protector, but besides that, really nothing. Defensively, statistically, everywhere, he's really, really good. Basically 90 plus in everything. Dante Exum base on very quick, is super chicken, easy to green, consistent, fast. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He's got it all. He's an incredible card, amazing small forward. He's under 100,000 MT. If you're in need of a small forward, this is one of the guys that I'll recommend to you if you are on a budget, because he will fall under that price category as a cheap option who is incredibly elite. Still an awesome small forward in the game. Every small forward on this list is incredible. And at number 6, we have Mr. Danny Ferry, who came out last week, the Dark Matter, who is a exact clone of the Opal in terms of his stats, but badge wise, it puts him to that next level, I think. 6'10" with 7'5" wingspan, hotspots everywhere, 63 hoffs. He's not missing a single important Hall of Fame badge. Defensive stats are a little bit low in terms of a couple of things. Like, you probably should put a defensive Grinch on, just to put his interior and perimeter up to a 95, steal it to a 95, block up to a 95, things like that. You put that on him, though, he's a lockdown defender. He's got a great player ability. He looks incredibly tall. He's one of the tallest looking small forwards in the game. He's 6'10", but he looks 7 foot tall. Great athleticism, shooting, dunking, capable of doing everything at incredibly high level. He's got the same jumper as Hedo Turkoglu. I just think that he's a better Hedo Turkoglu because I feel like defensively he's better, and I feel like he's a slightly better slasher as well in terms of the dunk animations that he gets. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He's got the Pro 2 between the legs. Perfect dribble sigs. I think this card is an incredible option. Again, a cheap budget small forward you can get for something like 40,000 MT, who is an incredible option at that small forward position and can compete at a very high level, even in a competitive setting. At number 5, we have the second LeBron James on this list, and that is the Space Jam LeBron. LeBron Space Jam card is just the other LeBron, except slightly better. He's got basically the same stats, but badge-wise, he comes with the Hall of Fame rim protector. He's got like 10 other extra Hall of Fame badges, which, but while they aren't crucial, does make a difference. Stats are borderline GOAT card-esque, same jumper, same SIGs. He's the same LeBron James card. He's just slightly better, improved in every little area, and I think that pushes him just slightly to that next level and puts him ahead of a guy like Danny Ferry. This LeBron, personally, I don't have above Danny Ferry. At number 4, we have Invincible Kawhi Leonard, who I think is a significant step up. From the regular Dark Matter Kawhi Leonard. And the reason I say that is because, well, for one, he's got the same player, but it's the same card. He's got hotspots everywhere, but he's got 66 hoffs instead of something like 55. Those 11 hoffs make a difference. He's got the Hall of Fame handles for days, which is something that the other Kawhi did not have, which is a big badge to have at this point in the year. Having gold handles for days definitely holds you back. And also, stats are 99 on everything, just a slight upgrade there. Jump shot, if y'all have used Kawhi's jumper, Ray Allen base, great upper. It's really good, easy to green, consistent, one of the best jumpers in the game. Pro 2 size, a peak and Curry slide, and Pro 3 behind the back. I really think that handles for days badge and a couple of other things make a huge difference. And on defense, you're really not going to get better than Kawhi. In terms of a straight up on-ball defender, Kawhi Leonard is probably the best in the game right now. At number 3, this is the one that is going to piss people off, and I'm okay with that. Juwan Howard, who came out today. This card is insane. He is a Kawhi, but 2 inches taller. That's how I will describe this guy. 6'9" with 7'1" wingspan. He's got a very big player, but looks 6'10", 6'11". Hotspots everywhere, 63 hoffs. Not missing a single important Hall of Fame badge. He comes with every badge in the game on gold except for steady shooter. Stats-wise, is very, very good all the way around as well. I do recommend putting a shoe on him to boost his three-pointer just a little bit, but really, I don't think it's necessary. With a coach boost, he's still going to have a mid-90s three-pointer. Stats are incredible. He's not an invincible card, but he is 6'9", so he's got that extra size. Ray Allen base with the Carmelo upper. I think the Carmelo upper is one of the best, easiest to time uppers in the game. I think it makes any lower better, and his release is incredibly chicken. It looks very similar to Kawhi's, actually. If y'all haven't used this Juwan Howard card, you need to, because he is incredible. He plays lanes at a very high level on defense. He's a great on-ball defender. His slashing is elite. This card is incredible, and he's going to go under the radar because he was a hyperdrive guy, and his name is Juwan Howard, and he's not one of the most hyped up players in the game, but this card is incredible. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He moves like a god. Better Kawhi Leonard. That's how I will describe Juwan Howard. I truly believe that. I think he is that good. This card is currently on my God Squad and maybe on my God Squad for the foreseeable future. And then coming at number 2, we have the final LeBron on this list, GOAT LeBron, who is, again, just the Space Jam LeBron, but slightly upgraded. The one thing I will point out about GOAT LeBron is that he comes with every Hall of Fame badge in the game, but that includes steady shooter, which to some people is definitely a downgrade. I personally don't feel like steady shooter affects this LeBron card. at all. I green just as consistently with him. I green more contested shots with him because of steady shooter. I feel like it actually helps him, whereas a lot of other cards, I feel like it hurts them. They don't hit as many whites. They shoot a lot more. Full bars, it's harder to green with them. Things like that. I don't notice that at all with Braun. I think he's that good. 99 stats everywhere. Just an incredible card all the way around. Dante XM base, LeBron upper, very quick release. Just an incredible option at the small forward position. He's the same LeBron, he's just better. And the thing about him is he's just, I don't know, he's very capable of doing everything on the court at such a high level. Like, I play him at point guard, but at small forward, I still think he's a top 2 small forward in the game. And the one thing I do want to mention, I actually forgot the invincible LeBron. The invincible LeBron would probably be at 5. Or maybe, he'd be somewhere between 3 and 5. So maybe if you put him at 3, you slide everybody else down 1. I forgot to put this card on this list, so I just want to mention that as well. There are so many good LeBrons in this game. It's wild. 2K knows they can make money releasing LeBron, though, so more power to him, I guess. But Invincible LeBron also deserves a spot, probably somewhere between the 3 to 5 range on this list. And then the number 1 small forward in the game, I don't think it's any question. It's Bol Bol. Bol Bol just gives you a different aspect on the court than any other small forward does in the game. He's 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan. The next tallest player on this list is Giannis at 6'11". He's got a 7'7" wingspan, which is way longer than anybody else in this list. Hotspots everywhere, 65 hoffs, not missing a single important Hall of Fame badge. Doesn't come with steady shooter, 99 stats across the board. Brook Lopez released Karl Malone up round very quick, is super chicken. If y'all have used Kristaps Porzingis or Bol Bol this year, y'all know how good this release is. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He moves as good as any card in the game, if not the best of any card. Well, besides Taco, he moves the best of any card in the game, I think, off the burst. Taco is just a different animal off the burst. But this Bol Bol card, his ability to play lanes on defense, his on-ball defense, his ability to get contests and blocks and rebounds, the different element that he gives you on the offensive end and defensive end of the court because of his height and his size and his ridiculous burst, as well as having all the capabilities to do everything still at a very high level, puts him in a separate tier of every other small forward in the game, I think. I think Bol Bol is significantly better than every other small forward in the game, and I think he is going to be the best small forward in the game until the very end of the year because he is that good. If y'all have used this Bol Bol card, you know. If you haven't used him, go get him because he is that good. If you can afford this card, he is worth getting. He will be your in-game small forward until for the rest of the year. He's that good. This card is incredible. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. But that being said, this is my top 10 small forwards in the game. As y'all can see, a lot of LeBron James, a lot of really good small forwards. So everybody in this list is high quality at a competitive level. There's guys that I left off this list that are still very, very good at a competitive level. And yeah, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Did I put anybody too high? Like, do y'all think I put Juwan Howard too high? And if I do, if y'all do, go use that card. But feel free to let me know what you think of my list. Too high, too low? Who did I leave off the list that you would put on this list? All that. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to help me push towards the 2,500 subscriber mark on the channel, like I said earlier. Also, make sure to leave a like on the video to help the video blow up if possible. But I appreciate all the support, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.